So before starting this session, I just want to ask one question. What do you understand the word security?
For me, security is different layers of protection that we can provide for an organization to avoid uh, its risk mitigation as well as uh, protecting the organizations in multiple layers. This is what I think about security.
So I believe Abhinav is speaking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mukul?
So actually security is a way by which we secure or like we protect our assets, and the thing is that we have to do it in a legal way. If I'm talking about on the uh, like a managerial thing, so like that's like it's a kind of like way or like a pattern by which we secure our asset with the internal or external threat or any kind of attack, and that's the
Okay. We are talking about security, right? So excuse me for my writing. So security. So this word altogether, there are different ways to understand the word security. So I can call security is a one process. Is it a process or technology? Sorry, my pen is not ready actually.
It's a process.
Process, right? So then what we call firewall. Then firewall.
Firewall is an appliance.
So is it a technology for securing?
Yeah, we can say the technology is in the device. So yeah, it is a
So
technology.
technology, right?
Yes.
So before starting this session, I just want to tell about how CISSP deals with security. Okay. So security, there are ways to secure the things, and there are ways to what we can say implement the security. But when it comes to CISP, there is a word called think like a manager. Okay, it is like think like a manager. Sorry, have you heard about this? Think like a manager.
yes.
What
Yes.
exactly is this?
Actually it's for like we have to just make sure like how we can secure our environment, what is
Okay,
the best way where we can get the maximum output with the minimum like investment or kind of minimum resources.
correct. So, see, there is a one small story I just want to tell you before starting this. Everyone is actually expert in some other some things. Like you are, somebody is expert in IDAM, somebody is expert in network security. So, to have a good approach and to have a good better understanding, so I just want to tell some simple story wherein a king who is from China have so much of riches and all. Okay, so he has a full luxurious life, everything is there. Okay, he knows knowledge, everything is there, but he doesn't have the application of that knowledge. So practically he's not into applying that knowledge. He have a good political knowledge, he have a good technological knowledge, he has a good marketing, everything is he knows means theoretically he is good, but actually he is not good in implementing. So he wants to secure his own country. So he visits for getting this advice and how to implement this particular this thing knowledge. He visits one of the monk in Tibet. So he visits there and he doesn't sit ideally. Whenever he goes there, he used to tell everything about himself only, not listening to monk. So every time there was one response from monk. So traditionally in China, they used to offer tea. Tea is there, no? So they used to offer the tea. Whenever he is talking, king and this monk is talking. So some guy used to come there and offer a tea for both. So the ideally king used to drink the tea, but monk never drinks the tea. He used to overpour the water or something on it in the teacup. So it's already filled, but again he used to fill the water in the teacup. King doesn't understand what exactly he's doing, and after some time, king used to leave. So it is a repeated activity. After 3 times, the same response was there whenever he visits that monk. So monk at finally he asked that, sorry, king finally asked monk, why you are not drinking tea and why you are pouring and you are not giving any response to me. What happened to you? What is the issue with me? So he just tells one thing: you are already filled cup. So if you are filled cup, if I am giving something, it is like it is overpouring. So you will not consume whatever I am giving. So it's like that. Basically, CISP certification, whenever we need to approach, there is an approach called empty cups approach. We have to be empty. Last since 15 years, 20 years, we might be working in some of the technical domains like IDAM, network security, everything, whatever it may be. But CISP is never a vendor agnostic. It is a neutral certification wherein we need to clear all the backtracks. Basically, your history should not be involved whenever you are giving examinations. We are not a actually security practitioner. We are a security professional. That's why it is called a security professional. What is the difference between security professional and security practitioner? Can anyone say?
If taking it in a single line, so the thing
Hmm.
is that the perspective of thinking, the perspective of a uh, activity will be different. Like the professional will think on a outcome basis, like what will be the outcome and how I have to do it in a best way. But the practitioner will do it like I just have to complete it. Is it good or not, or like it is in with the best outcome or not? So that can be the difference as per my understanding.
So single word, if I ask single word difference between security professional and security practitioner, what would be?
Approach of
One
securing.
one follows instruction, one thinks about the best in outcome for the instruction, or someone gives the instruction.
So who
The
follows the instruction? Practitioner or professional?
practitioner.
Practitioner. Okay. So who gives the instruction?
Um, I would say professional, and the management team, I would say. I would say
Yes. Correct.
professional.
Correct. Correct. So if I tell one word, security professional is a guide or who can manage. Okay. So he is not a problem fixer. He will tell the solution. He's basically a risk advisor. You can say risk advisor. Security professional is always a risk advisor. He can tell you that this is going to create a risk, this is going to reduce a risk. That's it. Whereas security practitioner is a guy who actually implements. Okay. So he implements security. So after completing CISSP, are we going to become security professional or security practitioner?
I want to
Professional.
become a security professional.
Professional? Mukul?
Yes, professional.
Are we on the same page? Do you agree with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Any doubts? Just let me know. There must be some doubts in your mind that what exactly security professional security practice is. Any doubts?
No.
No doubts as of now.
No doubt, no. So okay. So have you heard about the bottom up approach and top down approach?
Yes.
This bottom up, what is top down? where exactly both are implemented. This is called bottom up. Can anyone tell me bottom up and top down?
Not sure actually.
So, so top-down approach is from high level to low level, and the other way around. I could give an example where if something is not working, uh, if on networking terms or any other terms, if something is not working, we start from the scratch. Especially in my domain, if something is not working, I start literally troubleshooting from the cable up to the end users, whatever is happening. That is called bottom up approach. And then top down is finding asking what is the issue and then drilling down one level at a time.
Okay. So what about Mukund?
I'm not having much idea, but like as Abhinav said, I can think about it like it may be like from top we are starting from like just getting the ISO name and finding the logs, and we are like doing the RCA and the,
Okay.
so it may be that one. I'm not sure, but
So, see, why I am asking all these questions is basically I just need to confirm and fit in your mind that you are not actually the guy who are purely into technical. Why? Because this certification doesn't expect any technical thing, but it is like a certification which you have to involve in technical things also. It is like techno managerial certification. So in security, there are two approaches. One is bottom up, one is top down approach. Top down approach is always a long term approach. Basically, this is the security professional approach. Okay, so wherever the security professional sits, and as a security manager, you will follow this top down approach. Okay, so wherever you are a security practitioner, let's say you are an incident response guy, you are a SOC guy, wherein you are analyst level, wherein you are L3 and below. So this particular approach is being followed there. Both approaches are there in this thing security, but top down approach is always used for your governing security governance and managerial things, wherein it has a long term impacts, long term goals, achieving long term everything. So it is a short term wherein you just uh, implement for a particular task or particular thing. For example, I can say if an incident happens in your company, so incident analyst, your security analyst who is sitting in before sim dashboard, he approaches this way. So bottom up is where he will inform his next level, so let it be his boss or CISO, whatever it may be. Top down approach is a basically a policy driven approach wherein your security professional or a security manager or a CISO, he has some goals. So everything revolves around basically business. Ultimate goal is business. So security is there where business is there. Otherwise, there is no matter security is there or not. So I just want you to again tell that there are two ways to deal the security. The one way is professional, that where we are here now for that particular course, that is called CISSP. Professional is always is long term goal achieving, and short term goals is altogether your it is like a tool specific, or it is like a technology specific, it is like a control specific. So altogether, top down approach is a long term. Whenever you see any question related to CISSP, blindly blindly I'm telling that if there is a option related to top down, you have to opt that. Okay, there must be some confusion questions. Keep in mind, we are a security professional, we are not a security practitioners. So we are only the risk advisor, we are not a problem fixers. So whenever you see any question in CISSP, we need to follow top down approach only. It is a long term approach. So tell me one thing. So have you ever come across VAPT?
No, I have not come across.
VAPT, any audit?
The vulnerability assessment kind of thing, penetration testing.
Correct. Vulnerability assessment, VAPT.
Yeah, so vulnerability assessment I have done like for 2 3 months.
So what is the
Uh,
first step? What is the first step before starting any vulnerability assessment of a company X? There is a company X.
yeah.
You have been appointed or consult as a consultant for this particular company to do one VAPT. Okay. So what is the first step we need to follow?
So actually, initially we are checking like the ports, which one ports is open for that particular environment and
No,
where
no,
the
no, no.
environment is established.
No. First step. I'm asking about the first step. There is a company called X. There is a company called Y. You are from Y company. You have been appointed to carry out a VAPT of this particular company. So before starting the vulnerability assessment, what is the first step?
We will get the architecture of the environment, like
No,
it's
I have told the two approaches. There, one is bottom up, one is top down. And think like a manager. For this particular course, I'm asking not about actual practical. For this particular, what would be the first step for carrying out a VAPT? NDA. Have you heard about NDA? What is NDA?
yes, yes,
What is
non-disclosure
this?
agreement.
Yeah, I've heard about
Correct.
it.
So before starting anything, it should be properly documented. You should not reveal. You should not reveal anything, any vulnerability related to this particular company. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the approach. Basically, again, I am telling this is the approach where we need to follow. Okay. So this approach should be there every time. Okay. So quickly now I'll jump into the presentation. What exactly we are learning and what is the agenda for the today's class. Security and risk management. So my approach here is basically I always love to uh, teach something in a practical oriented manner. So are you guys also interested to for the same? Hear me?
Yes, like it's for
So there must be something related to what exactly in day to day you are doing. That's how you can learn easily. You people are also interested in the same way.
yeah, because like I think we will get the similar type of question and like similar type of scenario in the exam.
So basically, CISP is not a technical trivia contest. Okay, ISC calls it the global standard for it is a gold standard for a reason. Okay, it is a managerial and risk oriented certification. That's how I have driven through till now the two questions or three questions, whatever till now we have discussed. So it is like approach how to solve the question in exam. Simple, and it is like a wherever you are also the managerial, you are not the problem fixer. So you just tell how this problem can be resolved, and ultimately it's a CISO, CIO, or CEO wherein they have to decide. See, this particular certification, not only this particular certification, any organization in the world, they are sitting for earning money, right? Do you agree or not?
Yes, yes, yes.
So the ultimate goal for this particular certification or even any certification, no matter. So it is like business should not hamper. Security is always a supportive task, and security is always like it is like a, PPT, people, process, and technology. Any business, it should start or it should run successfully. These are the three assets. So whatever the business idea, business goal it would be, but people is one of the biggest asset, sorry. And again, process, how you are processing your businesses, and what is the technology you are using. You name any company, These are the three minimum requirements which is mandatory to run a company, right? Are we on the same page? Do you agree with me?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll ask one question again.
Hmm.
So see, this certification is not to configure a firewall rule or write an exploit code, something like that. So as a senior security leader, which control is most appropriate given conflicting business pressure? Tell me.
Sorry, could you please repeat the question once again?
As a senior, let's say you have done a CISSP certification and you have been appointed as a senior security leader in the company. So which control
Right.
is most appropriate given conflicting business pressures? Again,
Mm,
the other question, it should be related. What risk decision would you defend to board after a breach?
what decision would I defend to the board after if there is a breach, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, that's a very good question. Do I do I like as should I think as a top down approach or a bottom up approach? But you said this entire CSSP thought process should be top down. So I cannot
Yeah,
think
it's a,
about what has happened on a user level. I should think about
yes.
what has happened on a higher level, right?
So these questions, please note down. After completing this course, you will own by own. You will answer. Okay, I
Ah,
just asked you guys. Just note
mhm,
it down. I have three questions in my mind. I
right.
will repeat again. As a senior security leader, which control is most appropriate given conflicting business pressures? So please note it down. At least after completing this domain, you might be understanding what I am trying to convey. These are the very famous questions for any particular certification related to ISC square. So it is like a approach. Basically, it's a mindset. Think like manager is a mindset. So I just want you to answer directly, not me. Rather than I'm telling you in very first day, it is better that at least after completing 2-3 sessions, I'll ask again this particular three questions. You need to answer. Okay. So please note it down. As a security senior leader, which control is most appropriate given conflicting business pressures?
Okay.
Question number 2, how do you balance confidentiality, integrity, and availability when budget is 30%? So are you aware of CIA Triad, you guys?
Yes.
What is that exactly? What is it?
Confidentiality, integrity, availability.
So what
Confidentiality is
exactly is
like,
that?
yeah, confidentiality like
So, no, okay,
our,
it is technically I'm okay. Technically, I'm not asking technically. So
okay.
why CIA is required in security? How is related to security?
Uh, we can say like it's generally it's having the definition like it's a three pillar of security.
Correct. See, don't mind. I still asking this all these questions before starting course. Why I am asking again and again is the only thing is I should train you your mindset. You might be much capable than me. See, no point. You are capable. Even the approach where actually we have to define the approach. The approach is important when you attempt this course. So I might be lacking something. Then see all 8 domains. Nobody is capable to handle, and all 8 domains nobody is. Technically strong. So altogether the exam in exam perspective we need to have a mindset like a think like a manager mindset. So everywhere whatever the questions I will give you daily, I'll be giving some questions or I'll be creating some WhatsApp polls wherein I will expect you guys to answer that questions. So after let's say 2 weeks or 3 weeks daily I am going to pose the questions. You yourself will understand what exactly the question is and how to approach. See, in CASP, basically all 4 options you will find it is a right. Okay, so there is a thin line difference between each and every answer. Like I have told, the security practitioner and security professional. So you have to approach, your approach should be a security professional, not a security practitioner. So there is a thin line difference, and if you find out the thin line difference, you will find only one answer is a suitable answer. That is the one of the biggest trick for this particular certification. So that's why I'm telling that. See, you guys are interested in interactive manner, no? There is no issue with you.
No
Yeah.
issues. Yeah.
So
Yes,
I
yes.
love to teach in interaction manner. You can directly ask me questions, and I am also asking, because see, everybody has a content. You can find out lot of content in YouTube and free open source. So I can share the videos also. But the thing is that you need to understand the topics and how to approach that particular topics. So that is the whole idea of this particular training session.
Makes
And I
sense. Yeah.
love to approach in this way only, because see, you people can read the books and you people can see the videos and understand what exactly the topics of CISSP, right? But thing is that the whole idea should be how is your approach when you see a question in your exam. Okay, so first question I have told that as a senior security leader, which control is most appropriate giving conflicting businesses, right? Okay, noted now.
Yes.
Yeah, how do
Yes.
you balance confidentiality, integrity, and availability when your budget is 30% cut?
Yes.
What risk decision would you defend to the board after a breach?
Hmm. Got it.
Got it? So
Yeah.
you guys all know no the recent incident of Nayara Energy with Microsoft and CrowdStrike. You guys are aware, no?
Mhm.
What
Yeah.
exactly is happened in both the cases? Can anyone tell me what had happened in the CrowdStrike incident?
Sorry,
The
I'm not aware.
CrowdStrike. Sorry. Okay, no problem. Then Abhinav.
It was something related to the. I remember it was something related to software update.
Yes, correct. So what exactly is that? See, CrowdStrike is one of the well-known company for this particular security solutions. It is a security-oriented company, but still they were lacking with the governance. So the patch which got pushed, it was tested, but it was not properly verified. So this
Right.
particular process we call in CISP as a due care and due diligence. Okay. So everything should be see. That is one of the well-known company. It is a leader in that particular domain, security, EDR, and all solutions. But still, then they are failed in this particular scenario. So wherein they even not knowing that they have pushed that particular patch as a bug. So why this has happened? They are a technology leader. Still, they were not successful in handling the risks. Am I right or not? They have not fixed their process. They have not verified their process. This is where we call due care and due diligence. When it comes to CISSP, there is a word called due care. Due care is basically ensuring the things are uh, at its place. Due diligence is to check, verify, re-verify all the products which have been released in market. Are they capable enough? Are they good to go? So all together, CSP is a mindset. It's not only mindset; it is actually fixing the process, fixing the people. Okay, technology is always there. There might be chances every day. The technology is moving, and today some, let's say for example, today firewall like Palo Alto is there, NGFW is there, successful now. After 5-10 years, it might not be working. There must be some other technology, latest technology is there. So it's like that. So idea is to fix the people and process. So process is the main thing. And when it comes to Nayara Energy, what had exactly happened with Nayara Energy?
Actually, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Okay,
I
okay.
will
I'll
do
tell
that.
you. I'll tell you. There was a see. Nara Energy is a Russian company. Basically, it's like 49% stakeholder is Russian, 51 is Indian. So what exactly happened is Microsoft has stopped giving services to Nara Energy. Microsoft Mail, everything was there in the Nara Energy. Nara Energy is totally dependent on Microsoft for their day-to-day operations. So one fine day, Microsoft, without giving any notice to Nara, they have stopped the services. So Nara has approached High Court of Delhi. So after approaching the High Court of Delhi, so they have been penalized heavily. Microsoft have been penalized heavily. Why? Because US has involved in this particular thing, and Microsoft is under pressure for stopping the services to Nayara. But at the end of the day, there is no policy, no guiding rules and regulations, particularly in India, for this stopping the services. So they are complied with all the laws and regulations in India. So without any this thing, without any fault from Nayara, Microsoft directly stopped it. So legal, what I'm trying to tell is legal compliance and legal regulatory things. We must comply with legal regulatory and whatever the rules regulations are there. For European Union, there is a GDPR. Now India DPDP Act. US it is a NIST framework. ISO 27000. Every organization should follow some sort of regulations rules to run their company. So when it comes to security, basically security is always run by people with a particular process. So technology is the last step, people is always the first step. So people must be qualified to handle the things. If somebody is doing in VAPT in your organization, he must be qualified to do that. Okay, then process, there must be some process, like NDA should be signed before doing any activity. There must be scope, there must be rules of engagement, everything should be in place. After that only technology comes. So security, whenever security you hear the word, you must think of people, process and technology, PPT. So note it down, people, process and technology. Okay, people, process and technology is the key word for security. Okay, PPT, sorry. Okay, PPT.
Got it.
PPT, people, process and technology. Okay, so note it down now. This is the famous three
Yes.
actually questions. I have given the questions. So many people fail the first time because they study it like a technical certification instead of um, leadership certifications. So this is the one of the main problem in CSSP. People think like it is a technical certification. It is not a pure technical certification. It is a technical plus managerial. So that's why we call this particular certification as a techno managerial certification, and we follow the think like a manager concepts. So what you can expect from this course? We'll cover every domain systematically. Okay, but always ties concept back. So we are going to drill down each and every concept. Whatever you have learned till now, it is there, and it might help you to understand the approach. Basically, the only thing is I am guiding you for the approach. I'm not telling you to. I'm not good in technical. Actually, I can't teach what exactly the network security appliance do, what is the layers and all, and even this particular certificate doesn't demand that particular this thing technical skills. So approach. There might be scenarios wherein you can find you. They'll give the question like this. For example, there is a company called XYZ. This particular company wants to secure their company. They want to implement firewall or ideas or ideas or NGFW. So without knowing anything, can you choose a question answer? So there's a company called XYZ. This particular company suffered breach. Now they want to secure this company. So what you are going to suggest? Directly, can you suggest like firewall ideas or NGFW? What would be your approach?
I think I will ask the budget first.
Okay. Next.
And then the number of users and their current environment, whether their current environment has is completely cloud based or is it hybrid. Get an understanding of their environment and the budget and the overall number of people in the organization, and then I would suggest why why we choose among these three.
Okay, Mukul.
Like I will ask about the tools that they are asking, so that they are using. So basis on that, maybe any of this one tool will be good to use in that environment with the bunch of application that they are using in the environment. So
Have you heard about risk-based approach? What is this risk-based approach?
I have heard about it. And,
Okay, so anything as a CISO, as a security manager, what company expects is not to ask budget, not to ask what is the problem area. You have to follow your own. You have been appointed as a CISO for this particular reason, right? So budget is a secondary thing. First of all, you have to decide this risk-based approach. Like what exactly the risk is. So is that risk is mitigated with firewall? Is that risk is mitigated with IDS? Is that risk is mitigated with NGFW? Accordingly, you have to choose that. There might be chances like, for example, web application is there. So web application, which tool perfectly suits? Firewall, NGFW, or web application firewall? There might be chances you doesn't have any option other than this. But as a security manager, you need to custom tailor requirements and you need to suggest them what is the best solution for that particular thing. Got it?
got it.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Got it now? Okay.
yes.
Okay. Then okay. Now quickly we jump into the actual content for today. So any
Here a
breaks
question.
you require, just tell me, and it should be interactive session. It's not like one-way session. I'm only telling. You can ask me questions. You can ask me doubts. You can clear. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody's asking.
yeah. So I was asking like we have a RBA like risk based approach. So
Yes.
like we are thinking on that basis, and like
Mm.
it's a general way, or like you are talking about on the CISSP perspective.
It's
Like
always it is like, see, when a company runs,
uh
it is the ideal thing that these particular concepts have arisen based on the practical exposure, practical things. It's not like CSP certification. After completing CSP certification, before completing CSP certification, it is the ideal way, ideal approach scenario. So actually, practically, companies approach like this. See, they doesn't want to invest much. See, even like Google, big companies, if they are having huge tons of money, then even then they are not investing in security. They go like this risk-based approach only. If the thing is there, if for example Google is running majority of the businesses on web platform only, so they require web application firewall. Doesn't require any NDIS or NIPS. So that's how the things are. So why they require IPS or why they require NGFW rather than WAF, web application firewall? Am I correct or not?
Correct.
Do you agree?
Yes.
yeah,
It's like that. So it's like tailor thing. Every company, every individual, everything is different. So when you see in a higher management hierarchy, so everything you will find in a different perspective rather than seeing in a lower bottom up approach. Okay.
got
So
it.
for this particular course, I have appointed Mr. Jimmy Jamie. Sorry, he's a director of security at XYU Bank. and trust and large financial institution in UK. As a director of IT security, Jemmy has been asked to implement access controls to secure the confidentiality and integrate the bank's data while enabling financial operations. Okay. So it is like I have taken a guy called Jamie. Now I have created a XYU bank and I have appointed him as a director of IT security. So what do you understand by word IT, cyber, digital? Can you differentiate?
You said IT, cyber, and
Digital,
digital.
digital.
Okay. IT is it's the whole. I would say IT is the whole operational part of the infrastructure team that runs in a company. Security is based, as we discussed in the beginning, is the team or the group of individuals that are specifically looking into securing the environment. And I don't know what I could say about digital. Digital, I think it's more user based, I would say.
No. Okay, good. Mukul, when this
I'm not
particular
sure.
word has arrived, cyber.
Cyber means like it's arrived for like our mostly our environment that are relevant to the computer, or like it's on like uh, we can say on internet.
Then information systems. You also call information systems.
Right.
What is that then?
Information system is like a collection of data that that is sorted in a way so we get the meaningful information, and it's kind of like classification of information, or like we are categorize the things, the informations
So
maybe
our
like.
certification is right CISSP. What IS stands for? This is I have discussed. No, security professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, information
So you are
security.
information security. This one. IS means information systems, right? CISSP in CISSP. IS. What do you understand with IS word? Information systems, certified information systems, security professional, right?
Right.
So security professionals, you are clear, no? What is security professionals? Told that,
Yeah.
no. Now I am
Yes.
talking about information systems. What is information systems? And what do you understand by words digital, IT, cyber, information systems? All are similar, all are related, no?
Yeah. Yeah. I think all of them come under the information system. It's like
So
cyber.
I'll tell you one thing. So suppose, for example, I have a content written on paper like 2 plus 2 is there equal to 4, right? Yeah, correct or
Yeah.
not? So if I am processing this particular information in computer, it is called as digital information, right? So I have written some code for this 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 and it's processing, it's giving an answer. You are inputting 2 and you are inputting plus 2 and you are getting answer is equal to 4. Then this particular information is called as digital information, right? Okay. IT is information technology wherein this particular result is getting. So you are inputting something, you are giving some code. There is a code behind this particular result. That is called as IT, information technology. Information systems and information technology both are same. Okay. But IT is a word which is specifically for processing. Anything you have to process, information technology is a technology. So the Java is a technology for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Any other like C is a technology for me. Python is a technology for me. Okay, so if I'm using this particular technology stack and building a system, this is called IT system. It is, it might be a standalone system, only one PC I have. let's say one PC I have, I'm building a system which can process 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So this is called IT system, right? Got it? Information systems is again, information system is also a similar word wherein information is getting processed here. So information system is also processing information, but which doesn't have any result. End result is not there. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you understand by word cyber now? You got it. IT is, no, IT digital is it's like similar only, but IS, that IS is information system which doesn't require any result as the end thing. It can be storing in its memory or in its database. So what do you understand by word cyber? Is there any act for cyber? IT Act? Is there any act?
Not sure.
Not sure, no?
Yeah.
So there is, for example, one PC, one system is there. It is in US, and there is one other system. It is in India. So, sorry, India. They are internally processing some data. So it is like a networked communication between them. A data I'm inputting here, B data I'm inputting here. Ultimately, merging this data, I'm getting some other result, XYZ. Processing of data or processing of information over network is called as cyber. That's why we call a cyber attack, not IT attack, right? You have never heard about IT or information system attack, right now? So we heard about only cyber attacks because cyber is processing information across the networks. Somebody is intruding into your network. Somebody is exfiltrating data from your network. Okay, so that's it. That's why the cyber word has been arrived. Got it?
Yeah.
Any doubt? Any doubt? Till here?
No. No. All good.
All good? Okay. I'm wiping off. So don't worry about these things. Everything I'll give as a notes also. I have a running notes. I'll provide you what exactly the domain one is deals with and what. Okay. So now as a CASSP, they need to have an overall understanding of principles, concepts, and best practices related to information security management with an emphasis on risk management. You understand risk management? What is risk management? Anyone tell me what is risk management?
Um, Risk management is identifying
What is
and
risk actually? What is risk actually?
anything that can be anything that the company or the security professional oversees that the company might in the future or currently be exposed for some it's tough to
Risk is
use.
something. See, for example, just in a layman language, you are driving a car. What are the risks associated with that? Accident.
Yeah,
Am I right? Accident is a
correct.
risk, no?
Right.
So to avoid accident, what we do?
Drive safely. Follow
Hmm?
the the traffic rules.
Yeah, make sure the
Correct,
car
correct,
is serviced.
correct. Or next, next. Any other point?
Yeah, make sure the driver is good.
Yeah, if you are
And
driving yourself.
yeah, I think that from my perspective, it is mainly making sure that the car that we are driving is
So see, as a day-to-day operations, like whatever wherever you're going to your office or wherever you're going, so you are using your car. So there is no other option exist. You need to drive to your office. So there is risk associated with that. Can you what we can say? Can you stop the risk? Can you make it
No,
to zero? No, no.
no.
There are some risk associated with car driving. So what we can do is, risk management is basically reducing the risk to a acceptable level. So you might be knowing that, see, even though you know that accidents might happen, there is a probability of accidents, there is no other option to drive down to your office. You have to drive down because you have your own vehicle, and you need to go for bread and butter, earning bread and butter to your office. So what we can do is, we can reduce the risk to a acceptable level. That is called as risk tolerance. Basically, risk is nothing but, technically it is called likelihood and impact. See, likelihood of the risk is there. So you drive down in a opposite direction, you are driving a car in opposite direction, your likelihood increases or decreases? It increases, no? And impact, simultaneously impact will also increase, right?
Yes.
So if you drive down in a stipulated road or stipulated path, risk is automatically reduced. And sometimes there might be chances, see, 90% you'll not hit any vehicle, or somebody will not hit. But there again 10% chances are there, somebody who is drunken and driving, somebody's brake is failure, somebody is doing something. Again, to reduce that impact also, we are putting seat belt, we have some safety systems like airbags and all, SRS airbags, and we have taken some insurance. So all together, risk is there everywhere, you see risk. But ultimate goal of the any organization is risks to be reduced to acceptable level. So information security management is also a thing wherein we emphasize risk management and development of, to reduce the risk to acceptable level, we develop certain security policies and controls. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So understand, adhere to promote professional ethics. This is the first domain. Actually, we are going through the first domain, security and risk management. I have appointed Jemmy as a newly appointed as a director of IT security. So to understand what he is doing, what is his role in the company, I will drive through. Okay. So again, I will give this content. Don't worry about the slides and all. I will provide you all the content, whatever is there. Okay. And also I will provide day-to-day questions and some running notes also. Accordingly, you can understand. So first domain, understand, adhere to. Sorry, I need to tell you what is first domain. And excuse me, 1 second. Sorry. Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
So if at all you require some break, just let me know. We can take some breaks like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
sure.
Okay. So like domain one is again 16%, which is the important domain. Initially it was increased. Initially it was 15%. In 2024 only they have increased to 16%. Okay. Core concepts that support overall CISSP domains. Basically, it is a cornerstone of CISSP certification, establishing the principles and practices. Actually, it will establish here what all the principles and practices of security governance are there, and it also talks about risk management, compliance, and business continuity. So, why business continuity is required? Can anyone tell me what is business continuity again?
Actually, it's for like testing our environment, like whatever we are running, we are just validating it on a certain level, and
No,
then we.
business continuity. Business continuity. Why business continuity is required? Business continuity is nothing but it is like operations continuity, right? So you are running some business, it should be continued. No, there must not be any hindrance, or there must not be any stoppage between that. No.
Mhm.
Turn what exactly business continuity is, there should not be any hindrance from any side. So in terms of CISSP, see, CISSP or any security governance, why security governance is required in a company? Basically to run business smoothly. The ultimate goal of the company is to run business smoothly, right? Am I right or not?
Yes.
So we are working for any professional in the company, let it be developer, let it be IT system administrator, let it be network administrator. Everyone is working to run business continuity. There should not be any hindrance, any stoppage in the business. Let it be any product or not. Okay, correct? Okay. So first thing is we have to understand, adhere to, promote professional ethics. Objectives. Jami must be, see, we have taken Jami as a director of IT security. So in first domain, we need to understand what is the objectives of the particular domain and how Jami is related to that. Jami must be able to define and explain the importance of organization code of ethics. Correct? Explain the ethical standards every professional security professional is expected to uphold. Specify the standards of behavior and performance expected of ISS square members. Jami is certified from CISSP. These are the objectives what an organization is expecting from Jami. Okay. So there is a professional code of ethics as per the CISSP. This thing we call them as a canons also. There is short question from this particular thing. What exactly the organizational code of ethics? An organization can create internal guidance reflecting applicable laws, social norms, and cultural mores. Why organizational code is required? Can anyone tell me? Is there a need? Do you feel that is there a need of organizational code?
Yes, so that everybody follows the organization principles and the rules, I would say.
Okay.
It is
Basically, it
because.
should be ethical. Let's
Yeah.
say we are in a, if you are working in a bank, uh, someone working in the front of the bank, they should all adhere to the ethics of the bank.
Correct. Correct. It is basically how should we behave while doing our work. See, you might be some sort of a technical expert wherein you can hack into systems, but there is some ethics. You have been appointed to your company. You should not hack into company, right?
Correct.
Same way,
Yes.
there is also professional ethics. You know when to give anesthesia. See, you are a doctor. Let's say, for example, you are a doctor, but you should not do taking the advantage. You should not kill people. Same way, CSP also expects, and company also expects, you should follow the professional ethics. Either you are appointed as a temporary consultant or a permanent this thing. So these are the professional ethics, local and international legalization, standards, religious code, heritage. These are the topics of basically canons. We call them as a canons. There are three canons of the CISSP. Okay, so I'll tell that in detail. Organization code is required. Preamble, again, code of ethics. There is a preamble. You'll get sure shot one question from this code of ethics. Actually, we call them as a canons also. Okay. So safety and welfare of society, preamble, basically it tells about the how to, after getting certified from CISSP, how to behave in the society and how to do. So there is a quick question. I'll tell you one thing. If a guy, you know that he is a CISSP, he is doing some sort of cheating, so can you report him or not? ISS care, what exactly ISS will do if you report them he is doing some sort of a unethical behavior, unethical thing? Your yeah, tell me.
In within our company, or you're asking?
Any in society, you know, guy, let's say for example, I am a CISP certified, I am doing unethical things.
They could remove your certification. They can withdraw your credentials.
Yes, they can revoke my certifications. So they are in total 4 canons are there: canon 1, canon 2, canon 3, canon 4. So it is like canon 1 is again protect society, common good, public trust and confidence. This is preamble. Okay. Protect society, this is the canon 1. Protect society, common good, necessary public trust and confidence and infrastructure. Act honorably, honestly, justly, responsibly and legally. So this is canons. You can go through in a book. This is not much technical, not much. This is straightforward things. Okay. So there is some case study basically. I just want to discuss it after some time, because this is again, you might not be understanding what exactly I'm talking about. There is a case study. Briefly, I'll tell you. There is one company called Malaysia Development Berhad to improve standard of living of Malaysians by increasing Malaysians' development through investment in tourism and green energy. What could be a driver of MDB's fraud? There was a fraud, okay, which has happened. So what could be a driver of that particular thing? How likely was it to happen? Who should have been providing oversight? How could the fraud have been prevented? See, he has been appointed as a director of IT security, Mr. Jami. So he has to handle some case wherein the Malaysian Development Berhad, it was intended to improve the life of the Malaysians, increasing Malaysian development through investment in tourism and green energy. So in that particular scenario, there was a case that some fraud has been happened. So he need to investigate, Mr. Jami. Okay. So what could have been a driver for MDB's fraud? We need to find out. This is the approach basically. Just to tell that as a CASP, you have been appointed as a director of IT security. So what would be your approach? So some fraud has happened in a company. As a code of ethics, you need to go through and you need to tell. So this is the steps, like what could have been a driver of that particular MDB's fraud? How likely was it to happen? Who should have been providing oversight? How could the fraud have been prevented? So these are the steps we need to think. I'll come back to this particular case study after some time, because you would not be understanding what I'm trying to tell. Okay. Shall I skip this? Hello?
Yes,
Can you hear
Sure.
me?
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I
yes.
can hear. Yes.
Yeah. So now we'll understand and apply security concepts. The objective is particular. This thing is Jami must be able to explain confidentiality, integrity, availability, authenticity, non-repudiation, privacy, and safety. So you might be knowing the 3 pillars of the security, right? Confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
Correct.
We're
Yes.
talking, yes, correct, no? So
Yes.
think like you are, see, I have taken Jami as a character for this particular course, and in your case, you must think like you are doing. So you have been appointed as a director of IT security for some XYZ organization. Okay, now you need to have a basic understandings of what CISP guide should do in your organization. Okay, so what is confidentiality? Confidentiality, can anyone tell me?
It means like our data, the data, the information that we are taking from the customers, it should not be disclosed, or we can say the um, like it's related to, we can say, the NDA, like non-disclosure agreement. The data that is taken from the customer, or like we are having, it should not disclose to anyone, which is not relevant to that particular data.
Okay. Any other? Simple one line answer, one line. This thing I can say confidentiality is like only authorized individuals have the access. Let's say, for example, I have a database here which hosts bank details of individuals. So everyone should not access this particular data, right? Am I right or not?
Yes.
So there must be some guy, Jamie is authorized to access this particular data. Okay, so I should implement a access control wherein only Jamie can see these particular data records. Correct?
Correct.
Only authorized individuals can have the access of this particular device. Okay.
Okay.
So what is integrity now? Then what is integrity?
Integrity, that the data that we are having, it must not be altered with anyone. It must not be uh, the change must not be there. What we have stored, it must be as it is.
Correct. Okay. Let's say an X account has 1,000 rupees in his bank balance. So it should not, there must not be any alteration. Okay. It should be same. Now availability.
Yeah, availability is simple, like whenever we required any data that we are having, it must be available at that time. In this,
In our scenario, let's say I want to withdraw 1,000 rupees from $1,000 from my bank ATM. It should have, it must available to me anytime. Am I correct or not?
yes,
I'm
yes,
trusting some organization, XYU Bank. Okay, I have XYU Bank has its own database. XYU has its own network. So I just want to save my amount in this particular this thing. So confidentiality is only authorized personnel. I'm authorized to see. Let's say in this case, Jami. So Jami should have access to this particular this thing, accounts visibility, and integrity means I have let's say I have deposited 1,000 rupees in my account. I should able to see the 1,000 rupees if I can withdraw at any time. Okay, I should see parallelly. I should also withdraw whenever it's required. So CIA, we call this like confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Confidentiality is authorized personal access, and integrity is maintaining accuracy and completeness of data. So there are ways to implement CIA. Can anyone tell confidential how we can implement?
As you said, access control.
Encryption,
Okay.
integrity, hash,
yes.
checksum.
Right.
Okay, availability or standby, data backup,
Right.
availability. Okay,
Makes sense. Yep.
so it's like that. Okay.
Okay.
Mm, so next we'll go. 1 second. So people talk about only three pillars, that is CIA, but I usually tell this there are other, like confidential we already spoken, integrity already spoken, availability already spoken. There are other two strong pillars which require authenticity and non-repudiation. What do you understand by authenticity?
It's about authentication, like
Claimed identity, verification of claimed identity. See, you let's say you myself, I am a Nagarjuna. I'm telling that I'm a Nagarjuna. How to authenticate I'm a Nagarjuna? There must be some sort of provision, right?
Right.
Assurance that someone is genuine. So I'm telling that I'm Nagarjuna, I have access to the XYU bank. So to verify that, there must be some sort of identity. I should prove this identity. Either it is a physical ID card, either it is a password, either it is a PIN, biometric, etc. Okay, so this is how I have to prove my authenticity. So this is also one of the pillar. We call this as a pillar. Okay, non-repetition. Can anyone tell me non-repetition? It is required at least. Meaning, I don't want meaning. Just tell me why non-repetition is important and why we call this as a pillar.
I know, but like I forget now. I'm not getting recall it.
Okay.
I
Non-repetition is, yeah, tell me.
no, actually, sorry, I was about to say I don't know actually.
Okay. No problem. Not an issue. Non-repetition is the assurance that person cannot. For example, I am teaching you. Let's say myself is Nagarjun. I am teaching. I am telling something to, let's say, Abhinav. Okay. So it is a wrong thing. I told that there is a password called ABCD. I told Abhinav. Abhinav has tried this password in some of the system of our company. Let's say XYZ is a company. Okay. System got locked because of wrong password. Okay. An investigation team was ordered to why the system has been locked. So this investigation guy is asking Abhinav, what exactly has happened? Abhinav told that Nagarjuna has given a wrong password. With this, I couldn't able to access the system. That's how the system has been locked. So I tell that I have not given any password to Abhinav. So now who will get fixed? Abhinav, no? Am I right?
Correct.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
he is the guy one who is actually doing the task. But as a manager, as a senior, I told Abhinav, this is a password to access the system. But unfortunately, password has not been successful. So that's how it has impacted my business. Okay. So some investigation team has came to check what exactly happened. So to control this thing, non-repetition comes into picture. I should not deny that I have given. So there must be some system in place wherein they should trace that who has given the password, who has done this activity. So I have let's say Nagarjuna has given to Abhinav, but ultimately fault is at my side, right? Not Abhinav. What do you say?
Right. Yes.
So
Yeah.
I must be punished. Whatever the activity has been done, I should bear the loss. But that if you don't have any non-repetition system, non-repetition uh, um, principle in your organization, okay, then how can you do the fix the guy? So non-repetition is again one of the 5 pillars of the information security. So again, we need to tell one thing, like, what do you understand by information security? We talked about security professional, information systems, cyber,
Correct.
okay, digital. Now what is information security?
Upholding I mean, it's basically the entire information starting from the smallest of smallest of um,
Let's
customer
say
information to even
correct.
passwords. So everything is information security.
So I have a password register, okay. So this password register is accessible to only manager, let's say for example me. But unfortunately some guy, Mukul, is trying to access this password register. Is it an information security breach or not? This is the
It is.
hard copy only. This
Yes.
is a hard copy.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
So CISP all about talks about information security, not cyber security. Got it?
Okay.
Cyber security is a part of information security. Okay, information security is a bigger this thing.
Okay.
So confidentiality, I have already told. Confidentiality, unauthorized disclosure of information can potentially cause harm to owner and holder of the information. So confidentiality, if the confidential breach unauthorized disclosure, then information can potentially harm to the owner. So is there any other, see, we are talking about CIA. What is the counterpart of CIA?
Oh,
Have you heard about DAD?
no, actually no.
So to breach confidentiality, there is a D. To breach integrity, there is a A. To breach availability, there is a D. We must fix these particular three things to achieve this. Right? So D stands for disclosure.
Confidentiality is disclosure. Okay.
Okay, confidentiality. You are trying to be confidential. But the thing is that somebody is disclosing your information. It is a breach of confidentiality. I stands for integrity. A stands for alteration. You're trying to achieve integrity, but somebody is doing a alteration in your data. Let's say I have a amount of 1,000 rupees in my account. Okay, but some hacker deducted 500 rupees from my account. This is alteration to my record. So DA, disclosure alteration. Again, D stands for what is A?
Availability.
D stands for
Denial.
Denial, correct. Denial of service. So whenever you see questions related to CIA, you must think first DAD. Always in question you can find DAD. Some question is related to CIA. If you see options, confidentiality, integrity, availability, or some other thing, authenticity, non-reputation, you must think in a DAD way, wherein somebody is trying to access your data, altering. So please keep in mind, this is very important. Disclosure, alteration, and denial of service. Once you understand how this process is done, then you can achieve this CIA. So your goal should achieve CIA, but how to achieve? Just stopping this DAD. Correct?
Yes.
Next, integrity. Information must be complete and correct in all relevant details to be used in making decision, taking action. Okay, so as such, I told that integrity. I have shared some password with Abhinav. Unfortunately, the password was wrong and the system was logged. Some investigation team has came to Abhinav asking that what exactly has happened. Abhinav is telling that Nagarjuna has given the password, but unfortunately, there is no record for giving the password. So there must be some process for following this. So what exactly the process we follow? Have you heard about this?
Change management. Yes.
So everything should be documented. So there are other managements also. What exactly the other managements? Have you heard about other managements? Can anyone tell me some management? These are SDLC steps basically.
What is that?
Incident management.
Correct. Problem management.
Yes.
Patch management.
Okay.
Okay. Again, if we go into deeply, so there again here top-down approach, bottom-up approach. In incident management, what is been followed? Top-down or bottom-up? How the incident management happens actually? Let's say company.
It's bottom up.
Bottom up, na? Correct.
Yes.
Okay, change management.
Top Top down.
Top down. Top down.
Bottom up. Change is always been raised by a analyst or a developer. It is not by senior management.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah.
say, for example, XYZ website is there. Some security analyst is sitting to monitor this XYZ. He has seen some bug in that. He just want to change the code. Let's say XSS cross-site scripting is there. So to fix this cross-site scripting, he escalated a call. Okay. So this is called change management. The particular call, we can say ticketing, any ticket they have raised. So they raised from bottom up only. Change is always been approved at which level? Top level.
Higher level.
Top
Yes.
level.
Okay.
But like,
Change management. Yeah.
but
me.
like sometime when we are doing the something is decided by the like high level management, then
Hmm.
we are also like doing it via the change.
Yes. Change management is something like it is both vice versa, but ultimately we call that particular, if it is a generic thing, let's say some example, there is a one Windows KB which impacted your operations in your company. So management had decided to change this particular KB, either uninstall this. That particular thing we call them as a patch management. Okay, that particular process is called patch management.
Okay.
So if it is major version control, even you can see that version controlling, my major version, minor version. So
Right.
some security patch, security fixes also you see sometimes. So this process all together we call them as a patch management only. It is not actually change management. Some management has been in management notice something has happened, some bug has been there. So to fix that bug, there is a process called patch management. Okay, so even there is a process called problem management also. So in this particular process, they will try to fix the problem. There is something like, have you ever heard of MSDT? There is an issue with MSDT. Have you heard of macros, Microsoft macros, Office macros, wherein
Yeah.
So, but now initially it was by default enabled. Now it is disabled. We need to click. User interaction is required in macros. So there must be some. You must be seeing some warning, like there is a warning here whenever the macros are there. See, ensure that it is content is clear before clicking. Enable editing. Why that is there? It is a problem. If it is a problem of that particular word or PowerPoint, somebody can do some malware activity, malicious activity in a system through that particular macros. So it is a problem. So how they fix it? They have given a user authentication or user authorization before getting enabled. So by clicking user should ensure that it is safe. Otherwise, if anything happens, user is responsible, not Microsoft is responsible. So this is called problem management. There is other thing called MSDT, Microsoft diagnostic tool. Even it has the issue. MSDT, it can record all, it can extract all the logs, and it can send it to Microsoft server. But same way, this can be maliciously, some attacker can extract these logs. It will give without any authentication. So this is the problem area. So Microsoft told that we will not disable this MSDT. They told that it is up to you how you manage MSDT. So nowadays we are creating some rules in firewall wherein this particular service should contact only to Microsoft server only. So have you came across any time?
Actually, no, but I think I will look at it after this.
Yeah. There is some firewall rules you can see. It should contact even certificate validation also. Class 4 certification validation also we do when it comes to MSDT logs. If at all by default your companies are using MSDT service and sending to internet, so we seek certification validation everything before that. Okay, so it is one of the again related to your integrity only. This certification validation is a process of integrity, checking that it is correct or not. Okay,
Okay.
now availability. So how we are going to achieve availability? As I told, that data backup, we can see data backup, hot standby. So there is one good term called SRE. Have you ever came across? What is this? SRE? Site reliability engineering.
Yes, yes, I've,
No.
Nowadays it's booming, right? What
yeah,
stands
because
for
of the,
R? Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's
Tell me.
reliability, right? Yeah.
Yes, reliability. So who introduced this reliability SRE actually?
Some data center, I think, some Google or
Google has introduced this particular reliability. Okay. So
okay.
site reliability engineering is a terminology of Google only. So result reliability, what do you understand by resilience?
It's
What is related to reliability?
like resistance, like um how much impact or how much reliable um, uh, your particular system can be.
Let's say, for example, I have a system called abc.com. This is a website. Okay. So I'm running this website to sell some goods. Let's say some XYZ product is there. So some hacker has done DAD. DAD means, again, I told you, no, denial. So denial, only denial. We talk about denial.
Okay.
Okay. So in how much time I can come back operational? Is called as resilience. Okay.
Okay.
Very shortest time. So I should be resilient enough. See, something has happened to my organization. Okay. Let's say my abc.com has been compromised now. So I should able to handle the request of customers, and I should establish a new or some other parallel system to serve my customers. So this is called actually resilient. So site reliability engineering is one of the domain now, one of the we can say is a job opportunity wherein this particular resilience is maintained continuously by various means like hot availability, HA, we can say high availability mode, hot standby. Okay, like many ways they are. So this particular process we call as a business continuity program, BCP. You will
Okay.
find many questions around this business continuity and DCDR. DCDR, have you heard about DCDR?
No.
The data center disaster recovery. Some disaster happens. Okay. So quickly, I'll ask you one question. So let's say, for example, this particular company, somebody has bombarded on this particular company. What is the first process? So as per our CISSP or as per information security, we always talk about PPT for any company, right? Correct?
Correct.
PPT,
Yeah.
process, people,
People,
process, technology.
technology. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's say this particular company catch fire or somebody bombarded this company. So my business continuity program is there. Okay. So initially, first, what is my priority? So company means again there is some people, there are some people who are working. There is some process. It's a documentation. Again, it has some technology called data center, networking device, something like that. So what is the first step I need to do? To whom I have to secure?
Data center.
What are the asset, biggest asset to me?
Data.
Hmm?
Data. Information.
That's right.
Sure. People are always the first priority. It is the biggest asset to me. Okay. Let it be any incident. People is the biggest asset to me. So first, whenever an incident happen, we need to evacuate people first, then process, then technology. People are always first. Technology can be replaced. We can't replace people directly because we have invested so much amount on people to get success in my business. So if I lost these people, then again I don't have anything in my hand. So people is the biggest asset to any company. So I'm talking about only the fire incident. If at all the some eavesdropping thing has been done, some competitor has purchased these guys, bought these guys. They have leaked some secrets of my company. It is a threat or not?
Yes.
Is it yes, no?
Yes. Yes.
Somebody compromised my people. Then it is the biggest loss to my company or not?
Right.
It is.
Somebody knows my next process. They can compete much easier or not?
They
Right.
can.
Now you can see the many companies like Google and all, they never reveal what they are following in their organization. They don't follow any standard procedures. Okay, they have their own organizational code of ethics. They trust lot much on their people. They never leave the people. Google, Microsoft, no, once you join this particular company, they never leave their assets. People they treat as a number one asset. The company who are successful, no, they treat their people as a biggest asset. Next it comes to process. Next it comes to technology. Technology can be changed, ever changing. We can't trust technology. Today my data is safe. Some ransomware attack has happened, so they can compromise full data. But I have a process to build that data. I have people to build that data, right? I should invest much on this. Do you agree or not?
Yeah.
Totally.
Like this biggest companies like Google, they are still earning billions of dollars. Okay, availability. Next, authenticity. Authenticity is again information is genuine and comes from a trusted authority in a trustworthy. So simple when it comes to CIA. When anyone talks about CIA, equal to right people, right data, right time. Okay, these are the keywords. Right people should access data. Right data should be accessed. No wrong or no altered data should be accessed. Availability in right time means I want, let's say, 1,000 rupees now. So service should be available on the time. No, so there is some emergency. So there is some medical emergency. I want to draw 1,000 rupees from ATM. If that ATM is not service, what is the use of that ATM then? Am I right?
Right.
So bank, let's say for example, I have trust in bank. So XYZ bank is there. I have a trust in bank. They must follow this particular three principles. So right people, like I want to access my 1,000 rupees. I want to withdraw. Only I should able to withdraw this 1,000 rupees. No other guy should withdraw. Right data means 1,000 rupees. If I am depositing, 1,000 rupees should show, not 999, not 1,001. Integrity of data. Okay, right time, like if I'm accessing this data on right time, it should be available. So I have some emergency need, I should able to withdraw this particular 1,000 rupees on the particular time. So when it comes anywhere, you see the questions related to CIA, one thing I told that dad, think in dad, act in CIA. Okay, think in dad, any question comes, think in dad, like disclosure, alteration, denial. So these three keywords you should be kept in mind when you see any CIA question. Okay, again CA, if somebody is asking scenario based CA question, this is the keywords: right people, right time, right data. Simple. Any question related to CIA, right people should access the right data and right time. Simple. Keep in mind it is a very simple and best strategy. Non-repetition. A system can prevent, deny and detect attempts to deny the authorship, integrity, transmission or modification of information. In a simple way, I told that again, non-repetition is like XYZ is giving some data. As such, Nagarjun is earlier I told, no, Nagarjuna is giving some password to Abhinav, you should not deny. So these are the 5 pillars of information security. So please try to understand, this is one of the biggest domain having 16% of weightage in the exam. Why they have chosen 16% for this particular domain? Any idea?
It's the pillars, right? So we should get the basics right.
Correct. What do you understand by governance?
I would say it's like the set of rules or policies that needs to be carried down to the entire organization, including staff, to follow.
So why it
think
is
that-
required? Correct. Why it is required?
So
We always in generic way. Don't tell in CSP or IT. So we always talk about good governance. Let's say, for example, when you see in India situation, why we are choosing Narendra Modi or BJP, for example. Don't think in other way. Just as an example, I'm taking. I don't want to hurt anyone's sentiment. So why people are choosing BJP for good governance, right?
correct,
Do you
yes.
agree?
Yes,
Do you agree?
yes, yes,
So good
yes.
governance is simple thing. Governance is nothing but it's always good. It should not be bad. Governance, governance should be always good. It is a positive word. It is not a negative word. Okay. So governance, when you see any question related to governance, it should be always good. It should support your organization. You should support your business.
Okay.
Governance is always there to support your business to achieve your goals. So good governance is a key word. When you see anything related to governance, it should be always a good. It should achieve your goal. Okay.
Okay.
So okay, now privacy is also one of the biggest area wherein everyone is thinking about. So you see that India has also established the DPDP Act. Okay.
Right.
Like initially it was GDPR. Initially GDPR is for EU. Even some countries are adopting. NIST is for US. So this particular certification is basically US oriented. So you should be aware of what exactly US implementing. See, this particular ISC square actually is aligned with US DoD, Department of Defense. Okay. So
Okay.
it is all together. It is rotating through your rotating around your DoD only. So DoD whenever DoD is doing something, it has been added to your CSSP. Okay, it is like basically NIST framework. NIST is ruling. Actually, 70% questions, 60% questions at least are related to NIST framework only. When you see questions in CSSP, these all are related to NIST. So please keep in mind whenever you see question related to regulatory, legal, okay, regulatory, legal, all are related to your NIST framework or DoD framework. There are many frameworks like FedRAMP. Okay, this is US gone, NIST, even ISO 27000. ISO is also somewhat now they're adopting this NIST framework. Okay, so there are many RMF, risk management framework. NIST has own risk management framework. Okay, so privacy and safety. What exactly you understand privacy? What do you mean by privacy?
According to me, privacy is a little bit like integrity. We should keep everything private to that particular individual and not make it public.
Correct. It is like private. Privacy is nothing but private. Your information you should able to access. Or you, if you are sending something, it should be both between both parties only. It should not be publicly available. So one of the biggest concern in privacy is, again, privacy is related to confidentiality, right? Somewhat related or not?
Yeah.
Privacy always comes with encryption. Keep in mind, privacy always comes in with encryption. Biggest example, real-time example,
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp severely faced issues of privacy. Even FB also, Facebook also, they have been charged a lot for this particular privacy concern. Even Google also. You know, there are some organizations who are investing too much on data. Am I right or not?
Yeah.
One such company is Google. So they are playing only on data. So privacy is a keyword for them. Privacy is very important for them. Any organization who are involved in big data, they should follow strictly privacy. Otherwise, they will be sued. Okay. So privacy is nothing but it should be private between one or two who are intended to. Basically, like if I'm sharing for a group of people, let's say 2 or 3 people, it should be between them and me only. It should not be any other public view. Then safety. What do you understand by safety?
Safety, like for securing, or like kind of, or like
It is some
very.
sort of integrity. Focuses on preventing or controlling unwanted or unauthorized harms to person or property. Right?
Yeah.
Let's say you safety means like I should not harm anything to employee organization or any individual. So these are the keywords for basically actually see the 5 pillars are there, but still these keywords are nowadays they are these words basically creates a havoc in the company or creates a havoc in any social media or some sort of society or public or where. Okay, so these things we need to keep. Initially only three this thing were there: confidentiality, integrity, availability were been talked much. Now these were included in your pillars. Okay, initially only 3 pillars were there. Now this, and sometimes you can see this might be added. Privacy and safety is also keyword. That's why people are running around this. So DPDP Act has been created. Why this act is created? Because this is the biggest threat. Privacy is the biggest risk and threat to any organization or individual. Even government, it is not individual. Even other database, there are some cases in India wherein some people have been approached to legal authorities or government saying sorry, courts saying that my data has been accessed by some organization. Even government does not have a right to access your data without your consent. Do you agree or not?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is one project called ABDM, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, wherein medical data is been given access to hospitals. So initially, without any concurrence of users, these hospitals were accessing the data. There is no consent of this particular user. Nowadays, if this particular hospital will access your data, it will generate, ABDM will generate some consent, either in OTP, either in biometric, either in some sort of this thing, wherein you are aware of what data is being accessed by which hospital. Got it?
Okay.
So nowadays, everything which is digital, which is IT, which is information systems, everything is multi-factor authentication, not a single factor. It is like everything is continuously, repeatedly been consented by individual. Why? Because there are challenges for privacy, there are challenges for safety, especially in women and child. Okay, cybercrime is raising and raising. So have you came across? Do you understand what is the internet panorama? Internet works. Take this as internet. What is the biggest traffic area? This is, let's say, 60% traffic. This is 30%. This is 10%. Internet is categories like, you know. So this is called as Dark web. Have you heard about dark web?
Yes.
Or some illegal forums,
Yeah, yeah.
chan forums, 4chans, 8chan. There are many things are there. Illegal drug peddling. Okay, Tor websites. Basically, all these are related to Tor, which cannot be accessed with. Sorry, cannot be accessed directly with normal browser. There must be some sort of VPN, some sort of browser is required for the accessing this dark web. So
Yes.
30% is deep web. What we call deep web, which has a login mechanism. Facebook is a deep web. After accessing login in Facebook, you can see many information, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can search for photos, you can search for any other contact details, any guy's address, something like that. So this is the biggest database. Facebook, okay, Twitter. These are deep webs. 10% is actual plain internet, which has access of Google has access of that. Can we access directly 30% data without any password? I want a mobile number or photo of some XYZ. Let's say Abhinav. I just want to see the Abhinav's photos. Can I see directly? No. I should have a Facebook account or something to access this data, right?
Yes.
So this is called deep web. So privacy is the biggest concern. You can see 60% is the biggest area of internet. So wherein all breached data, you can see breached credentials here. Every breached data you can see in dark web. Okay, let it be cracked software, let it be any unwanted content, whatever it might be, illegal, obfuscated, everything. So privacy and safety is the biggest concern. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So CA Triad is a popular as an information system security model, largely for its simplicity. So why CA is popular? It is a simplicity. It is a basic thing required for any security guy. What additional attributes should be considered? You have to check your understandings. Basically, what you have understood till now, just try to memorize, try to revise according to your thing. So what exactly CA is tried and what additional attributes should be considered? Like we talk about privacy, we talk about safety, we talk about non-repudiation, we talk about authenticity. So all these things we need to consider. CA was initially the popular, but nowadays these particular pillars like non-repudiation and authenticity is also getting popular. It has been added to 5 pillars now. Initially it was 3 pillars. And why each of these is essential for information security, system security practice. Are you getting? Are we on the
Yes.
same page?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So you are understanding now what exactly I'm trying to convey?
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to discuss? You are clear about CAA triad?
Yeah.
Any example shall I give? So what I'll do is, see, there are some tricks for memorizing these particular things. There is a book called The Memory Palace by Prashant Mohan. It is a very good book. You need to go through. I'll share that document also. And anyhow, I am sharing all the notes for this particular domain wise. Okay. So see, many things you need to keep in mind. What I'm teaching is the different thing. What you see somewhat in a book is some bookish language, something is different. So I'm relating it to real world scenarios, real world analogy. But sometimes you find that something is typical in your book. So don't hesitate. Just note it down whatever you're reading. So you must read it parallelly the books also. I will give some assignments basically. So every week I will assign some assignments and some questions also, wherein you need to understand the particular topics. We need to crisply discuss what exactly the particular topic is. So technically, I'm not going to teach anything full. I'll be touching all the topics technically. Drill down, you need to do the particular topic. I'll assign some tasks to you. So whole idea of this particular thing is basically after completion of this course, you should have a good understanding of how to approach in exam. So you might be strong in technical, in network security item, but The whole idea is to the way of approach. Think like a manager approach should be there while you are seeing any questions related to topic. Got it?
Okay.
Yes, sure.
So next thing is evaluate, apply, and sustain security governance principles. Security governance. Why security governance is required? Objectives of this particular thing is JAMI must be able to relate security governance to organizational business. So why security governance is required? We're talking about governance now.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Why governance is required?
For smooth operations of a particular company without security breaches, just to avoid the security breaches.
Correct. Anything else?
Yes, same.
Same, no?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this particular module, we will. What is the objectives of this particular module? Is JAMI must be able to relate security governance to organizational businesses, strategies, goals, mission, and objectives. Security should always support your business, basically. So the whole idea of this particular thing is security should not hinder your some. So security should be initially thought of or not. See, let's say for example, you are building a house. Okay, so you need to have a plan of having a gate or boundary wall, right? You should plan a boundary wall before building time, no?
Yeah.
1 second. Something is- Okay, relate concepts to due care and due diligence. I already spoken about due care and due diligence. What is due care and due diligence? Let's say a company called Microsoft is, for example, Microsoft is a company is building some system. Let's say, for example, Outlook is a product of Microsoft. Okay, so before launching this product to market, what are the things you should keep in mind? Can anyone tell me?
Yeah, like it's need to validate and like it's firstly it's need to check like it is working the same like that we are expecting, and then we have to validate will it be compatible to the like market, or we can say the things that we are thinking about the application.
The main thing is the whole idea is whatever the functionality it has, it should properly work and it should be secured. Am I right or not? It should not any vulnerability. It should have any should not have any vulnerability, any flaw. It should not have any basically functional flaws also. Like if I'm able to send mail, it should the whole idea is like Outlook is designed for mail. So whatever the mail I'm sending, it should go correctly to the correct individual. It should not have any bugs. It should not any have loopholes in the system. So to achieve this particular thing, there is a concept called due care and due diligence. How we will apply due care is always related to doing. Due diligence is nothing but check. Do check. Whatever the things we do, we ensure. We can call this as a ensure also. Ensuring that everything is intact. It should be secured. It should be functionally good. It should not have any bugs. It should not have any loopholes. So this is called as due care. Do care. Okay, ensuring. So how we will check this? How we will validate this? Doing some sort of audit. Okay. Doing some sort of VAPT to check that whether my code is secured, to check my functionality is doing good or not, load testing, everything. So always do care and do diligence every product, every company will follow these particular concepts, principles of due care and due diligence. Due care is nothing but ensuring whatever the thing we have designed, made for, it should work in a proper manner. It should not have any loopholes or bugs. And to ensure this, we follow check mechanism. Either it is a checklist, either it is an audit, internal audit, either it is internal VAPT, something like that. So due care and due diligence are two topics which we think of. So security governance principle always should align. Security governance is nothing but meta processes of security and risk reduction. I talked about risk reduction, right? So whole idea is security governance is risk reduction. Okay, manage is the way in which policies get written, people are trained, and actions are performed so that security and safety systems are met. The whole idea of security governance is this, basically, in a crisp, processes of security and risk reduction. So there must be some process to follow. Every system has its own policy. Every system has its own process to follow. So let's say, for example, we are a organization wherein we are creating some sort of semiconductor. So there must be some process to build that semiconductor. Correct? There must be some raw materials. There must be some chipsets. There must be some boards. So initially we should fix this on chip board, and we should solder this. We should test this. We should ensure that this product is working fine, and we should check internal audit with. Afterwards, we release in the market. Okay. So this is a process of building any product. Same way, any risk associated with this. There might be some risk associated with the raw materials, board, even people who are working on the chipset, code which is working, or supply chain we are selling through market. So all these risks should be reduced. Risk should be always tolerable. It should not be more. Okay. We have to, if we want to achieve this tolerable risk, what are the two steps we should keep in mind? Risk is always equal to, I've told no, risk is equal to likelihood into impact.
Yeah.
Impact.
Okay.
Likelihood into impact. So to reduce risk, always we should reduce likelihood and impact. Okay. Both are proportionally. So if we reduce likelihood, but the impact is more, will the risk reduce or not?
Yes.
Reduce. Let's say, for example, there is a chance of catching fire for a particular data center. Let's say I have hosted a data center which is in Rajasthan or Thar Desert, wherein here the temperature is too much. It is reaching more than 50 degrees every time. So, like likelihood, I have I have reduced the likelihood by placing AC systems in this particular data center. But however, one time, if at all one time somebody has done some mistake, or somebody has done some fire bombing, something like that, wherein impact is full data center can destroy, the risk is reduced or not?
No.
No. So if I am doing a single bombardment, I am destroying whole data center, my risk is up only. No,
Yes.
it is not reducing. Correct. The same
Yes.
way, if I am creating, for example, likelihood is more. So people are always hitting my data center. Some external agencies, they are now and then they are putting some bombs. They are doing some fire activity, something like that. So likelihood is more. Again, impact is very low. Risk more or up or down?
Up.
No. So both we need to keep in mind. Likelihood also we should reduce, and impact also we should reduce. Okay.
Okay.
Both should be reduced. Then we can achieve risk to tolerable level. Okay. So alignment. Security department has to has no reason to exist without the business. This is correct or not? If my business is getting hampered, then what is the need of security?
Right.
So plans and resources must fit together to achieve goals and objectives. Lack of alignment can inhibit productivity, impose undue costs, and hinder strategic intent. So security is always decides at strategic level. Okay. So there are 3 levels in any organization: strategic, tactical, operational. These are 3 levels. Okay, we'll come across this. So security is always designed in strategic level. If my strategy doesn't fit my business, so is there a requirement of security? So it is always designed in a strategic layer only, strategic level only. Tactical, operational, it's we can implement technology process. Here tactical means process, operational is again technology or process, both vice versa. But policy governance, security governance, always a strategic level. We should design in strategic level only when the policy should be fixed, pushed. So one thing I just want to tell you. So have you ever came across the ATM systems? What are the OS they are using? ATMs. Have you seen?
I work with them, but I mean, I work for building the networks for them, but I don't know the exact OS which they use. It's still very old.
XP. They are still
Yeah.
using XP. So they have a product called COTS, commercial off the shelf. We call this as a commercial off the shelf. So every bank in India, every bank in even in the world, many at least not less than 70% still they are on XP. Why?
Right.
You know, XP is outdated and inherent risks are there. No, they're too much risk. Then still why they are using this XP?
Continuity of business.
Strategical decision, COTS product, and business alignment. Okay, so every system was initially built for the one of the biggest flaw and one of the biggest reason for they are using is every system, every NEFT, IMPS, all the systems are compatible with XP only. So security, whenever you plan for any project, you should think of security beforehand. Like initially when you're designing a product, you should think of this futuristic. We should not think after market. Security is never a retrofitment. Security is never a after market activity. It is before market activity. We should think of, they must have been thought of like XP, how many years it should be surviving. What is the next plan of action? So how to migrate these systems? What are the security risks associated with? How to mitigate this security? So to mitigate the security risk, they are doing some sort of operational, tactical ways. So they are implementing EDR, XDR on top of it. They are not killing root cause. They are not killing this root cause. Okay. So security governance should always, the whole area security governance should always align with business goal and futuristic. It should not be
Old.
present. Okay.
Yeah.
It should not be present. Even present also. See nowadays, every year they are getting upgraded. No. Initially
Correct.
XP was live till 10 to 15 years. Many people were using XP. Now you can see Windows 10 last 2 years outdated. Now Windows 11, they are also migrating to 25H2 latest. So even after 25H2, 26H2 it will come. So they will abolish 23H2, 20 and below. So whole idea is security governance should always align your business and it should not hinder your business goals, and it should support futuristic development building. This is that's why we call any software development as agile. Initially waterfall was successful, now agile. Why they are using agile means it should fulfill the requirements, current requirements. Okay. Organizational process. So every organization has its own processes. Okay, so each organization will determine its own decision making process. Some organizations use a governance committee. Have you came across any governance committee? Let it be IT,
No.
let it be IS. Anyone?
No.
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 So governance word, have you heard in your organization or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So what is their role? Actually, have you came across anything related to governance in your organizations? What it does?
Set the rules and make sure we adhere to it.
Correct. So anything like it is a committee. It is not a single man driven. It is a committee. Always a group of people are there in governance. So even if you see any government, there is no single person. Narendra Modi is not doing anything. Okay, he has a committee, he has a cabinet, he has a ministers, he has a departments, different departments. So governance always drives with a group of people. Am I right or not?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct, no? So
Yes.
different stakeholders have a different ideology. So all together, everyone will arrive at a single decision. Okay, whole idea is single decision. So organization benefit, it should benefit your organization. Governance, either it is IT governance, either it is information security governance, either it is cyber security governance, anything. It should support your decision making capability. So who is the decision making capability? Who is the decision making guy in your organization? Can anyone tell?
The governance committee.
No. Who? Single man in
CIO, I
government.
think.
No. CEO. Okay.
Yes.
So like in India, let's say for example, many departments are there. Aviation department is there, defense is there. Ultimately, who is giving the decision? आज रात से नोट बंद हो जाएगा. It is there, no. So one
Yeah.
man who has came with a resolution saying that from today night 8 p.m. all the notes which were there, older currency notes will not convert. Old currency will get abolished. There is no use of old currency. So everything is being managed by this guy. We are supporting CIO, CISO. These guys are creating policies to support this particular guy. So he is the whole stakeholder. Who is the responsible for security? If anything happens in a organization, who is responsible? Let's say a security breach has happened to your organization called XYZ. Who is
CISO.
responsible?
CEO.
CISO.
No, CEO.
Guys, CEO is responsible. Security incident, not only security incident, if anything happens in the organization, let's say some guy has theft something, something has happened, some fire accident has happened to company, everything is responsible CEO. Similarly in government, anything happens, PM will be blamed. Am I correct or not?
Yes.
Same
That's
way
right.
CEO has been blamed. CEO has been blamed. But internally, CISO is responsible for outlooking security, oversighting security. Correct?
Mhm.
Functionality, information functionality is responsible of CIO internally. It is not publicly. When you see any question, simple plain text, plain direct question saying that if a breach, security breach has been happened to a company, who is responsible? CISO, CISO, CIO, CEO, board members. We have to choose CEO, Chief Executive Officer. He is responsible. Board members are
Yeah.
also not responsible. Board members only suggest financially, technically. Okay. So
Right.
all the board directors or CISO, CIO, they are responsible oversighting, outlooking security within the organization, not for any publicly responsible CEO. Okay. So briefly, I'll tell the key stakeholders and responsibilities. Board and CEO define business risk appetite, function, strategic direction, and risk tolerance. Okay. So CEO will define business risk appetite. So whatever the business is going on, so he will design, he will tell that this is my risk appetite. I can tolerate only this level of risk, 60%, let's say anything, 50%. So CEO will give the final decision, saying that this is the risk I can take. This is a tolerable risk I can take. Okay. So with board members, with consultation with board members might be CIO, might be CISO. Got it? So CEO is the only guy who will take the responsibility of whatever things are going in his company. So risk appetite is decided by CEO only. Okay. Strategic risk appetite and risk tolerance, both. We can say risk tolerance also. So next again, CISO plus senior management. CISO never works on his own capability. He has his own team. Got it? So what he does, what CISO does. What is the role of CISO in a company?
Setting
do you have
security
any
policies and looking for best security products and services that can be used in the organization's policies, and on a high level, this is what they do.
So everything he is drafting. Basically, he is draft and approve enterprise security policy. He will also approve. He also draft. He will show a draft to CEO. Parallelly, he will approve the policy. Whatever the policy is, security management team is doing, he will approve that policy. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just take 1 second. Give me 1 second. I will do whiteboard explanation so that you can understand directly. Okay. So we have spoken about CEO. We have spoken about CISO. What happened here? Sorry. CEO, CISO. Okay. Next, in security framework. So security framework. So these are the members. Security framework. When we talk about security framework, no. So CEO
Sharing
will
your
also
screen. Sorry.
I'm not able to see. Oh, can you see my screen or not?
Not yet.
The whiteboard. Can you see whiteboard?
I can see the whiteboard. Yeah.
1 moment.
Can you stop sharing and resharing maybe?
Yeah. 1 second. I'm doing.
Thank you so much.
Got it?
Is it the issue with the I join with the tab?
That might not be. Okay. Anyhow, I'll do one thing. I'll share on this particular thing only. So you can see the slides, right? I will share the slides only.
1 moment. Yeah, slides are now visible.
Visible now? So I'll write here. No problem. I will draw here only. Okay. So governance committee we spoken about. CEO. What is the role of CEO? We talk about. CISO. Okay. Now below CEO, CISO, below CISO, who will be sitting? Security governance team. Security governance team. What is the responsibility? Like CEO, he is responsible for any breach, anything. So CISO, he approves the enterprise security policy. He also drafts parallelly and will take internal approval from CEO. The security governance team, what they are doing? What is their role? They basically design the policies according to business goal. Okay. design according to business goals. Correct? So they develop functional policies, cross-functional policy implementation, and behind below security governance team, risk management team is there. So see, security governance is not like altogether sitting only CSP guys or some other people. Security governance consists of your we can say red teamer, blue teamer. So you are aware of teams, no? Red team, blue team, and purple team. What they'll do? Have you came across
Some
this team?
not, but like just
No, no,
No.
no,
So
sorry.
red team is like they are offensive. They test your own like PT. Whatever the PT is being done by internal teams, we call them as a red teamers. OSCP is a certification for that particular. It is like they are doing some sort of attacking, hacking something. Blue team is a defend team. The SIM source SOC people, all these SOC people, we call them as a blue team. Purple team is a combination of red and blue. We call them purple. So some people from red, some people from blue. Let's say 2 from red, 2 from blue. Ideology behind this is hold together. Let's say, for example, Outlook is my product. So I have to secure this Outlook product before reaching to market or even after reaching market. So to secure that, I have a red team which continuously do bug bounty, some sort of PT, VAPT, bug bounty. Have you came across these terms, bug bounty and all? Blue team, again, blue team will do security monitoring. Okay. Purple team is a combination of both, which simulated. They simulate all the things, like they simulate attacks. They will check in the security monitoring tools what are the logs they are getting and something like that. So they'll fix the issues by working together. It is like software development life cycle wherein testers are there. No, tester plus developer. What is the activity of tester? They test. Developer, they fix the problem. Same way in security scenario, we call them red, blue, and purple teams. So red team is altogether they are doing only attack activity. Blue team is altogether they are monitoring. Purple team is a combination of red and blue. It's like that. Okay. So risk management team, security governance, all these teams, they have a guys from these particular teams like red team, blue team, purple team. So all the guys from these different teams will be sitting in this particular governance committees, your risk management team. So altogether, it's a nomenclature or name we are telling that risk management team. The whole idea of this particular team is they have to design, tailor, custom policies according to their organization. So there must be some manager sitting who is monitoring all this activity. But ultimately, this particular red team, blue team, or purple team who is sitting in this group only, they will do some sort of technical activity. Based on that, they build policy. So again, technical to policy to people. So it is like that. So somebody using technology, digging out some problems, they try to fix that problems. They made a process. So they made a process to safeguard people or to happily, what we can say, to safeguard people, basically safeguard people only. Otherwise, to run smoothly. Ultimately, whatever happens is like, see, if something happens in my Outlook product, who is a sufferer? User is a sufferer. Correct? People might be user in your company or outside your company. So to fix that, technology has been utilized, process has been utilized, process has been formulated. Technology might be your attacking tools, anything like Kali Linux or something like that, or blue team tools like monitoring tools, security on something like that, SIM tools, Splunk or something like that. So ultimate goal is TPP, means technology, process, and people. So people, process, technology is your ideal this thing. Are you getting? Hello?
Yes,
Can you
yes.
hear me now?
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, I can. You have been
So
here.
so like I think I believe you have been exhausted now. too much I have taught today. So what we can do is, I will give some questions. I will post some
Okay.
questions in WhatsApp today. You
Mhm.
try to answer that questions. Okay. So you come back with your doubts. So whatever we have learned today, I think it is sufficient, and it should not be like I'm teaching in a one way. It should also be interactive. I preferably do interactive sessions. The whole idea is, I'm not a guru here. I'm not a full-fledged guy who can tell each and every bit. So there must be things which you are already good enough and you have came across. It is like a we have a one. I'm working in a government organization, so we have some terminology. Learn to inspect, inspect to learn. We follow it. Like, see, whatever we are learning, we should
Mhm.
inspect. We should inspect what we have learned. And again, if we are inspecting something, we should learn from something.
Got it. Okay.
The
Okay.
same way, you should inspect yourself. You have learned something, so
True.
you should inspect yourself. So what you have done, that's why check your understanding. I have posted, I have created a slide called check your understanding. What you have learned is very important. So whole idea is, see, after completing this particular course, you should be able to sit directly in the exam. Okay. So that
Okay.
much capability you have. So there is nothing like technical guys, or you might be seeing questions, something which are very much technical. But the thing is that technical, it is somewhat related, but full it is not related.
Okay.
Okay.
So anything, any doubts you have, just let me know.
So, Nagarjun,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you very much. It was a really good starting session.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like you said, you'll send some questions. If there's any doubts, I will also ask. What
Yeah.
about the notes or anything that we can read?
Yeah.
Whatever
That,
we taught us.
yeah. I have shared some official CPK. So I
Okay.
would be sharing some content. It is a running notes only. Okay.
Okay.
So domain wise notes I'll give you. But the
Sure.
thing is that initially, why I have not given is, the thing is that if I give the notes, no, you will get confused.
Correct. Correct.
So that's why I have not given initially. But definitely I'll give the notes today. Only I'll
No,
post the domain one notes.
for me, this is better. For me, you can give the notes once there's explanation.
Correct? No. Okay. 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 Then I'll post anyhow. I'll post the notes, direct notes. Okay. So you can
Sure,
go
sure.
through that.
Sorry for
You
the
can go through.
disturbance. Yeah.
No problem. No problem. No problem. I can give you the notes. Okay. There are some things which you can directly understand from notes also. So you can come across the notes. The thing is that again, there are some technical words and something are there. Don't get worried seeing the notes that this has been not taught. This has been not relevant to me. Okay. So whatever the doubts you have, just note it down. And I expect next week, please come up with dots. It should not be one way.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, for sure.
Okay. So
Yes.
definitely you have to ask me, because the thing is that whole idea is, even I'm teaching, there might be some things which I can skip, which I must be skipping. So it takes a
Sure.
huge lot of time, which is not like, see, this has been like 40 hours course, we'll tell, but obviously it is not 40 hours course. It is a full-fledged, it will take 2-3 months course. But we will not cover full things. We'll cover the basic ideology and how we have to approach the questions. Okay, so anything you want me to discuss, definitely I will do that. There is no issue in that. I will share the questions. I will share running notes. Already I have shared CBK. So please go through that. Whatever you see, you maintain a notes, running notes, a book or a digital form, in any form. So you just note it down what you come across. If you feel some doubts, just post me in the group only directly, so that I can better prepare slides for you or training content for you.
Sure, sure. Yeah. This session was the questions that you asked. A lot of them was also learning for me. So I will also go back and
Yeah,
Google it. Those questions.
yeah, definitely, definitely. So anything else?
Yes, like actually, I just go through the some person's post over the LinkedIn. It's maybe not relevant to this, but like it's relevant to the CISSP only. And
Yeah.
like actually, I was tracking it from last 2 3 months. Like the people are who have passed the CISSP recently, and they are sharing their journey or like their experience. So
Yeah.
they are saying like we have to go through some different kind of document, like from ISC Square and like from Udemy kind of courses are
Nothing.
there.
Nothing. Nothing. Don't believe in that such stuff. Okay, it's all a
Mhm,
marketing strategy. First of all, only ISS square. When it comes to ISS square, when you go through the code of ethics or canons of ethics, what
mhm.
they'll tell is only follow what ISS square is giving. So official guide for this particular certification or exam is CBK, Common Body Knowledge. So I
Yes.
already shared in a group. I think you must be having that book. Are you guys
It the,
having?
is it on WhatsApp or like Telegram?
No, WhatsApp only I have shared. I think Shivanshi and Kavindra has shared with you guys personally. Abhinav, you have that or not?
No, I don't think so actually. Maybe I might have missed it. I was just only looking in our group, which we chat in WhatsApp. I don't know if there's a bigger group where you put it, which I
No, no,
might
no,
have
no, no.
missed.
This is the same group. I think I have shared with even Kavindra also. No problem. Anyhow,
Okay,
I'll be sharing again if at all you don't have.
okay,
No issue.
okay.
No issue. I'll share some books and notes. So
Sure.
don't worry about that. Okay, I'll share questions also parallelly.
Mhm.
In this you can see initially in this WhatsApp group. Can you check? There is a
Yes,
book
now
posted
I got some.
1899
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
1899 page. This is the
Act-
official guide.
Okay.
Okay.
This is it.
Actually,
Sorry,
yeah,
it says
but like
document is no longer available.
yeah, like maybe
One
like
second. One second.
we are the
One.
member after you shared, so that's why we are not able to see it.
Is uh, is Mukul in this group? I don't know. Oh, he is.
Can you
He
see
is.
now?
Mukul is here. Yes.
He's there. Actually, he was towards no, so that's why he.
Perfect. Yeah, now I got it. Now I am able to open the document. Yes.
Got it now?
Yeah,
Yes,
now it
yes.
is shared. Yes, yes.
So
So,
please go through. Even this particular CBK has also some questions before starting. So whenever you start, you can see that I can say the page numbers also. There are some questions for every domain. You try to solve on your own. Okay. Don't see. First, note it down. Whatever the questions you are solving, no, just try to note it down in any form, either in digital or either in physical form, wherein
mhm,
you will roughly get an idea. Because see, in examination, whenever you go there, they will provide a pen and paper.
okay.
Why they will provide, once you write your question answer, okay, you will
Mhm.
get little bit clarity of what exactly the question is asking about.
Right, right,
It
right.
is a
Okay.
some okay, so it is good to have a pen and paper whenever you are sitting for a class or sitting for any examination. So you scribble down. Generally, you scribble down whatever the keywords they are asking about. So when you solve any questions, it has an assessment test. You can do it on your own. It is like page number 62, 63. So you can see some questions they are posted before studying. Before starting this, they want you to answer these questions to assess that what is your level. So just write down the question, scribble it. Just whenever you get time, just read the question. Just scribble any keywords in that question, like unwanted, unauthorized, something like that.
Mhm.
So with that keyword, you will get the answer. So it is like this is all the game of English. This particular exam is all the game of English. It is not technical. People think that is too much technical, too much tough, too much hard to read, something like that. Nothing. You will find whenever you simply you do this assessment test, you'll get confident that you can crack the exam.
Got it. Okay.
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 Okay. So
Mhm.
just take a rough notebook and just scribble down whatever the questions they are asking. Just number one question, scribble down whatever the things, keywords it has, like unauthorized, unwanted, illicit, and next go through the options: preventive, detection, deterrence, corrective. So you can relate the answers to that keywords. Simple. It might be like 2 sentence, 3 sentence, sometimes scenario based questions like 200 words questions will be there. You'll get exhausted when you read the question. But the thing is that when you note it down the keywords, no, you'll definitely make up that this might be the answer. And definitely, I'm telling you 100% surely that keyword is relevant to the answer. When you write the keywords you practiced on, you'll come to know that it is the only trick for this cracking this exam. So whenever you write the keywords, you'll definitely make out the answer without having any knowledge. The whole idea of this exam is that you have to make out the answer. It will not test that how much strong you are, how much strong technically, how much you are this thing. So what is the managerial thing? MBA guy will sit on top of you. He can manage. He's a CEO of company. He doesn't know what the product is. The whole idea is this. This exam is looking for an MBA guy, not a technical guy. Got it?
Okay. Yeah.
So your approach should be think like a manager. Always please keep in mind, think like a manager. You must empty your cup before entering any exam hall of this particular thing. Don't think that you must fix the problem. They always provoke to fix the problem, but your role is to not to fix the problem. Only risk advisor, reduce risk, or advise your senior echelon, either CEO, CIO, anyone, CISO.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all. That's all for today.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so just we'll catch up on the next week. Please come up with some questions. Please do
Sure.
prepare. And when you are planning, there is something. If at all you are planning shortly, it is good. Like every April, after every April, their questions will get changed. You can see the past percentage. Uh, Good from January to April. Whenever you want to attempt the exam, no, please try to attempt in this particular months. It is good actually. You can see in LinkedIn also many people are posting nowadays, like in this particular this after
Yes.
December to April.
Yes. Yes. Right.
So many people will get success in the first quarter of the year. I don't know why exactly, but it is not technically or logically explained, but I have seen.
Okay.
Do
Okay.
you think like within 2 months we'll be able to prepare? Like, I mean, for me it might be
It,
tough,
it,
but
it no. It is like, see, people tell that it is like a 6 months driven, 3 months driven. So whenever
right,
I have given examination, 45 days is the sufficient time. Whenever I gave twice, have given the examination. So
right,
2015, I have prepared for 45 days, even though I don't have any exposure for all 8 domains. Okay,
right.
so see, I'm also network guy. I'm a network security guy.
Okay,
I used to design security architectures. I'm working with government organizations, okay, wherein the devices, security appliances, networking devices, we are into SDXN, SD access, like ACI, Cisco ACI, altogether pure technical. But
right.
whenever I approach these examinations, what I have done is I have emptied my whatever the technical knowledge is there. So I was never
Okay.
thought in a technical perspective. I thought in a think like a manager concept.
Right, right.
So this is the whole idea. Nothing like don't you. There is no need to go through each and every topic technically deep dive. Nothing like that. You
Okay.
must have an idea.
Okay.
See where, for example, I have given the example like IDS, IPS, firewall,
Mhm.
NGFW. So you should know basic difference between this.
Right, right,
Okay.
right, right.
So way to optimum utilization. It's like appropriate selection of the control. Basic requirement is appropriate selection of the control.
Okay.
So it is a mandatory thing. Nothing like that is like you need to study all the CBK 6 months, go through all the videos. Nothing like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Okay then. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good Monday tomorrow.